Hello, hello. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. If you're hopping on here and watching this on the replay later, just remember that anything that you hear that sounds like it resonates with you is probably meant for you, even though you're watching it later. FYI. Yeah, how's everybody doing? What is everybody up to this week? How are things going? If you pop on here live, please comment where you're watching from. I would love to know where you're watching from. And also, I'd love to know if I can see comments, because you just never know. Hey, girl. Yeah. So, before we start, I'll go ahead and give you a little insight. Hey, girl. Watching from Brooklyn. Yep. I knew that. Thanks for commenting. And I'm going to be doing free readings in a minute. First, we'll chat a little bit. Tell me how you guys are doing, what you're up to. What's the general theme for you guys for this week? What do you think? What's coming up in people's lives? Hello, Charlotte. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for commenting, Charlotte. Yes, many of us are introverts. I don't know if you've ever taken one of those tests where it tells you whether you're, I can't remember, was it the Myers-Briggs test? But I am just barely on the introverted side. But I definitely have times where I just need to decompress and be on my own. And then other times I enjoy people. So I waver. But good for you, girl, for getting out and hanging out. And doing well. Can't wait for spring weather. Are you not having any spring weather? Today was beautiful down here in Northern Virginia. It was, I think it was upper 70s. My house feels hot, hence the shoulders showing, because I'm feeling kind of warm, and I should open the windows because it'll cool the house down a little bit. But anyways, let me quickly go in and give you, before I do readings, I wanted to share just a little something from me. I got a message today when I was doing some channeling that I should talk or share with you guys some info about embracing and opening. And specifically, when we talk about embracing and opening, I want to bring up, challenging things come into our lives every day, and they might trigger something in us. And then you don't want to shut down and be all positive and ignore that stuff. You want to flip it around, to realize that it's a little teacher coming into your life that you're supposed to learn something from. So anytime any emotions come up, good, bad, just melancholy in between, we need to embrace those. We need to be open to them because they're coming in. Our emotions are giving us information about our lives and things that we're meant to learn from and grow from. So they're really, really, really important. And if it's negative emotions, sometimes they're coming up so that we can clear something out of our limited thinking, our limited beliefs, or, you know, negative thought patterns that we get in, because, you know, that like, why is this happening to me? There's could just be so many. It just depends on what yours are. So I felt the need to share that tonight in case anybody's dealing with anything. Plus, as always, I want to remind you guys that if other people are like coming at you with any like, this is how you should be, this is what you should be doing, don't take it personally. That's their stuff. That's not yours. And, you know, they're letting it out on you personally, but take it all with a grain of salt. You know, we don't need to react to people. Just be like, all right, well, you know, I think I need to take a little break. That's not what's for me. Whatever you want to say without being like rude or whatever, because they're going through some stuff. People are going through some stuff right now. We're all going through stuff, and we all need that like loving, understanding, embracing, being open, not just to ourselves, but to other people. But that does not mean that you need to hang out with them more if they don't respect your boundaries. If they continue on with that line of like attack, then, or not very niceness to you, it's okay to like let people not be in your lives for a little while. Take a little break. Doesn't mean it has to be forever. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But those are some things that were coming up that Spirit wanted me to share with you guys from my channeling session earlier. And so I hope that helps you. I hope that applies to somebody in their life. I'm sure it does, or I wouldn't have been told to share that. So we're going to do into some readings now. If you would like a reading, go ahead and comment below. Let me know, and I will pull a card for you. And I will do a card for the group right now. I just dropped one, so we're going to use that one. Clearly, it wants me to use that one because it jumped out. This is a good one. Okay, ready? It's called Star Ancestors. And those look like the pyramids. And that sky is beautiful. And it says, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And in this picture, you know, I was really drawn to the pyramids, but there's some images up in the sky as well. So it's almost like some faces of some statues here. Oh, there's another face, a statue. And I can't tell what that is on the top. Up here. It's not here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pull out the I'm over 40-something glasses that magnify things. Oh. 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 All right, it's not completely clear, but I'm pretty sure this is another statue. It's like a bird face with like this interesting like body and an arm. And then I might see another bird face. Anyways, Star Ancestors. Let's read this card. What does this card mean for us as a group and a collective? Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look deeper. So this card is amazing. I feel like it's asking us to look deep within ourselves right now, because there are information inside of us actually that wants to be seen. And I was kind of talking about this a little bit in the beginning when I mentioned, you know, feel into those. Hey, Christy. Okay, she wants a card. Got it. And I'll go back up and read the other ones in a second after I do this one. But yeah, in the beginning, I was talking about we need to embrace our feelings. We need to embrace or be open, because there is things inside of us that want to come out to be healed and seen. And I feel like really we're looking outside and we're like, oh, let me go get some information over here from this book and this teacher or from the news or from whatever. And we're really meant to get a lot of that information and the healing process, or even just living a comfortable life and growing, has to do with looking inside of you. And we all have in our DNA, in our bodies, we have some lost wisdom, some hidden secrets. So yeah, I'm feeling like for this card, we're meant to go look inside right now. That's another theme that has been going on for me. So there you go. All right. I'm actually going to write them down this time because I always lose them after people start commenting. All right, let's see. So Luz wants a rating, and Dr. Stephanie, or shall we just say Stephanie? And Arturo too. Okay. And then we have Christy. And then Dawn. Oh, hey Dawn, how are you, girl? Do you want me to pull a card for you and get a reading? And yes, hello, beautiful lady. My sweet, sweet friend. It's been a long time, it feels like. With COVID, like, even though it's been like 2 years, it feels like 20. Okay, so Dawn wants one too. Got it. All right, let's start with Luz. Or should I say V for short? All right. So, you got fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So this card, depends on the night I look at it. It looks different. The people that are there, it's like somebody's holding somebody else. And then there's all these beautiful lights coming up out of them. But with this one, it's reminding you there's something going on in your life or area in your life, or maybe it's your whole life, that you are being called to just surrender to it. Just let it be. It talks about holding the opposite. So with that one also, that means there's things going on in your life that are like competing with others, like they're on opposite ends. And if you're really far out on this end or really far out on that end, it gets overwhelming. So if you can find a place in the middle and just let things happen, let them be, accept them as they come in, because they're how they're how they're meant to be right now. And it talks about the extremes of life. So when I talk about like we can think about really far this way or really far this way. If you're out in those extremes, life is challenging. Life is not going to be super comfortable for you. And this card's reminding you, rather than getting all caught up in the stories and the things that are going on, to come inward and be able to see both of the stories or all the stories, but don't hold on to them. Don't have any attachment to the outcome. Just know that you're going to be okay no matter what. And you're meant to really just surrender and let things happen. And, you know, obviously you get to make the choice of how you react to it and whatever. But if you can just not react and keep going and try to figure out what it's trying to show you and teach you, that's actually going to be the best way to move through that. Otherwise, it's going to be really challenging if you don't want to surrender and you want to just get all stuck in those outside fringes of things, like the really strong stories that we're meant to see and learn from, but we're not meant to be super attached to them and get really upset about them or anything. It's not meant for you. Hey, Alicia, would you like a reading? Okay. All right, so I am going to go down to Dr. Stephanie next. I hope that resonated with you. I hope that helps you. Take what resonates with you. Leave what, if something doesn't resonate, then let it go. That's what you always do anytime you're interacting with anybody or anybody's giving you a reading. Okay, for Dr. Stephanie, I got the Cosmic Heart. So pretty. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So for this one, I love this one. This is what I aspire to in my life. And so this is an excellent reminder. Clearly, you are meant to be just moving through your life in such a way that it's like you're living your highest, most beautiful self, and you're living in a meditative, a prayerful manner through your whole day. You know, it's not like you have to sit around and meditate for hours to get anywhere. You just keep that state of mind as you go through your day. And it says devotion and potency. So the universe, the cosmic heart, is there to support you right now. So you'll be seeing devotion, potency in your life. So yeah, you're just meant to live, girl. Just live it. Live it and love it. That is a wonderful card. Okay, so this one's for Arturo. And we got star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Okay, so when I get this card, usually it's meaning that there's a lot coming into you right now. So you may or may not be feeling like some physical tiredness, headaches. It hits everybody differently, but there's some there's a transmission, something coming through, some upgrades to your body, to your spirit, and an activation is coming for you. So that's really exciting. That means some new realizations, some new maybe shedding of things that don't resonate with you anymore. You might start to notice that the things that you were wanting to do before may soon be less important to you. Like you may be drawn to some new things. But yeah, your light body right now is getting a lot of transmission from the crystalline grid. I hope that resonates and helps with any, and if it's not, if you haven't started to feel that yet and it comes in, maybe you have already felt that, or maybe you will be feeling that soon. But just rest, drink lots of water, take care of yourself. Whenever I feel like that, it's time for self-care. It's time to go take a salt bath or go for a walk or do some deep breathing exercises, do a guided meditation, any of those things are what I like to do. But you personally have to know your energy and what helps you feel better, and that's what you should do. All right, so next we're going to Christy. You are so welcome, Stephanie. Hey, Debbie. Okay, you'll be next after I have Dawn and then Debbie. Okay, so this card was for Christy, and we got the Great Severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, so when this card comes up, clearly there is some stuff going on in your life that is challenging, that's coming in, that's going to be challenging. And this could be coming from other people, or it could be somebody's doing things in your life that are bringing up anger in you, and there's conflict. So the remembering here is to try to not take anything out on other people, because anytime we are getting upset and we're getting angry, it's really just a lesson that we're meant to pay attention to and be like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why is this coming to me? I'm supposed to learn something and be able to let go of it and move past it. And it really oftentimes has nothing to do with the other person at all. At all. So in the past, and I'm sure many people have been in the, well, and occasionally it happens even now when I forget and I'm out of my best mindset. We want to react to people and we want to fight with them, and that's not helping anybody. Sometimes you need to just agree to disagree and take a break, move away, whatever works best for you, and try to just remember and keep some love in your heart. It's reminding you that love is actually the way to move past everything. If you can look at what inside of you, why is this making you so angry? What are you so attached to that you feel like has to be a certain way that is making you angry? Or if it's not you that's angry and it's the other person, why is this coming up? You know, what is it triggering in you when it's coming up? And look at that. And you need to be giving yourself love and the other person love, because we're all going through stuff. And their stuff isn't your stuff, but what it brings up in you is yours to work on. And you really want to just feel it, see it, give it love. It's all okay. It's happening how it's supposed to. Hopefully you can see what it's about. Do some deep breathing and send it some love, and then hopefully you can move past that one so it won't come up again for you in the future, that particular challenge. All right, I hope that that helps and resonates with you, Christy. And next we're going to go to Dawn. Okay. Take a little sip of water. If anybody else wants a reading on here that I haven't done one for, just go ahead and say so in the comments. Okay, so Dawn, you got the love. Oh, this word. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Okay, so this card is coming because something's going on in your life where, or is going to be coming up in your life soon, where you may need to figure out some boundaries with somebody. And we want to live with people in our lives, but codependence isn't the best for us and our growth, our spiritual growth, our growth as a person in the world. So try to look at that if you see that there's some sort of codependency or some sort of need that you and this other person have, and then you may need to just set up some boundaries. And right now, a lot of us are feeling the need to do this because it's just going back to the card that Arturo got. A lot of people are having to deal with like things that they're not comfortable with anymore, like something that we were used to that used to be comfortable, we're realizing isn't serving us anymore. It's not helping us. It's not working out for us on our highest path. So we're meant to set up some boundaries and try to move forward there. And you've got the love, so you can do it in a super loving way. But the most important thing is to be giving ourselves love first. And then if we have time and room for other people, then we move out to that. But it needs to be in a way that's healthy for you, basically. So I hope that helps you, my friend. And then let's see. If there's anybody else. Oh, it's spot on. Awesome, Dawn. Yay. I'm doing it as you speak. See, it's funny how that works. Like these readings come up and then it helps us just be like, oh yeah, I kind of already knew that, but yeah, this is helping me let me know that I'm going in the right direction. Okay, so Alicia, I didn't put you on my list yet. So I'm going to do, so I have Debbie, and then Alicia will be next. And let's see if I missed anybody else. Okay, good. Stephanie, I'm glad I was on it. All right, I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, there's more comments. Okay. So if anybody wants a reading that's on here that I haven't called out their name yet, please drop it again. Because, I don't know, when people comment, then it changes my comments. It's hard to read. So I don't want to miss you. Put it in again if I haven't said your name. So I don't miss you. Okay, so this one's for Debbie. Debbie, you got breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So for this one, I love this card. So I love this card. You can see there's almost like a figure, a woman's face there, and then her hair. It's really cool. It's like a darker color, but it's actually like the background's the stars. Like so. But this card is basically reminding you that you are one with the universe, and you are meant to basically remember that. And anything that you're wanting in your life, maybe you're wanting to add some things to your life, maybe you're wanting to remove some things to your life, but remember that it is in your hands to create it. It talks about your will and micromanaging the universe, but basically this card means that you're meant to put out there what you are looking for in your life and what you do want in your life, and you are going to be able to create it. Do you see how she's just like bending things and making the universe work in her favor? This is you. This is you right now. So put those intentions out there, be really clear, and do it with a lot of love in your heart, and watch what happens. It's going to be amazing. It's a very powerful moment for you. All right, that was Debbie. I hope that resonates with you. Let me know. And we're going to go to Alicia next. Okay. And at the end, I'll pull a card for the group again. Okay, Sherry needs card. I'm putting you on the list. You'll be next after Alicia. This one's for Alicia. This is a good one. Whale and Orca Elders. Sharing your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. This one just feels very I want to say comfortable, but that's not, I'm trying to think of a better word. It just feels very peaceful there. Peaceful, that's a better word. So this card coming up for you, it's showing that you're meant to be sharing yourself, sharing your voice, sharing your song. Song could be literal, like, I don't know if you like to sing, it could be that, but it really goes deeper than that you're sharing your creativity, who you are, and you're meant to share this definitely. It's saying through sound, so anything that you can do with sound might make it even better, but in general, it's creativity. You're meant to share yourself, your creativity, and it talks about diving deep, so it could be something, a calling deep inside of you that's meant to be shared. And yeah, I love it. And this is beautiful. Is Easter's coming up, right? I don't know about you, but I always feel very heightened, spiritually heightened around Easter time. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that sense. If you're Christian, you probably know what I'm talking about. But, I mean, it goes a lot into my spirituality and energy now. And I feel energy and heightened. But before I was as tapped into everything I'm tapped into now, it started with Christianity and doing spiritual things involving religion. That was like my first connection to that energy. It's beautiful. Oh, yay. Okay, good, Alicia. Okay, Charlotte, I think I missed you, girl. You wanted a reading, right? Will you comment for me? Because I started writing them down. Actually, I don't know if you wanted a reading. I remember your comment earlier. But if you want a reading, let me know. Oh, that reading resonated. You know, that's an excellent point. A lot of the readings, even... So if you're on here watching it, it came through for Alicia, but it's meant for more people than Alicia. If it resonates with you, even the people that are watching this on the replay, if it really means something or connects with you, it's also meant for you. So yes, it probably was also for you, Charlotte. But if you would like your own card, okay, she said yes. All right, I added you already before you even said that. Okay, so now we are doing Sherry. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Okay, this one is key. This is telling you to go, it's wanting you to look at doing some self-care. Look at your body. Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating nourishing foods that are going to nourish your mind, your body, and your spirit? I know a lot of fruits and vegetables are great, but then sometimes there's things that we just need as individuals. Like, it may be different for me than what's needed for you. So you have to feel into that, and you'll know what you need for your body. But yes, it talks about body care, maybe getting out, going for a walk, enjoying nature. Some people like to exercise. It just depends. But really, even more important than exercising, it's just getting out, getting some fresh air, being in nature. That really helps us connect and nourish ourselves. Getting out and getting some sun, and most importantly, rest. Are you getting enough rest? Are you getting enough sleep? It's important that you're doing these things for yourself and your body. Your body has been taking care of you for how many years? Okay, you don't have to tell me, but we know how many years our body has been taking care of us. So it deserves our attention and our nourishment. So it's really important to remember that, and give it lots of water, fruits and vegetables, other foods that nourish your mind, body, and your soul, as well as a lot of rest. Make sure you're getting enough rest. It's so important. All right, I hope that helps you, Sherry. And let me just say this, add this on, Sherry. If there's a lot going on, or there's situations or something's coming up in your life, you may want to go back and watch some of the other readings I did if you missed them. But it's really important that you take a step back if any people are coming at you, or there's really challenging situations, and just try to relax and know that everything's going to be okay. You can't make the wrong choice. Whatever choice you made, it was for you to do the path that you chose. And hopefully we're learning from each of these things that come up for us, and don't get caught up in other people's stories. I don't know why, but I had this feeling like you just needed to hear this. But yeah, don't, if somebody else is coming in and causing some challenge in your life, you're not meant to take it on. It's theirs, not yours. You're just meant to see what it brings up in you and nurture yourself through it, and learn whatever lesson it is that's coming up for you and what they're bringing to you. So I hope that helps you. And please nourish yourself. Lots of self-care. If we're going through hard times, self-care is what we always need. And lots of self-love. Lots of self-love. We like to have it from other people, but it's most important if you're giving it to yourself. Not that it has to come from other people. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Charlotte, we got the Cosmic Heart, and this one came up earlier. This was another reading earlier. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So right now, the universe is wanting you to just go through your life in like a normal manner, which in your case is probably sort of reflective, meditative, sort of a prayerful way, because there's a lot of devotion and potency going on in your life right now that's meant so basically you're going through your life, you're enjoying every moment, even the challenging ones, and you are just surrendering to it all, letting it happen, enjoying it, and you just keep going. Yeah. This is a wonderful card. This is actually a really good card. And this is what I aspire to, is to live my life every day like this. So it's reminding you to do that. Okay. Okay, Sherry says, I've been trying to do the air and the sun. Sleep is crazy lately. Yes, I know how that goes. So makes sense. Sounds about right. My own business. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Yes, we all need those reminders that sometimes if you're not nourishing yourself enough, you have to put yourself first. You just have to do it. Like everything else in your life's going to suffer, whether it's your business, anything, relationships, if you're not nourishing yourself first, because then you're not on your highest path and you don't have as much to give to everybody else and you're exhausted all the time. You're going to feel better if you come from a more flow state. Okay, Sherry, I was talking to Sherry there, but it goes for all of us. All right. Anybody else need a reading that hasn't gotten one? Yeah. Okay, good, Charlotte. Yes. I figured you knew what I was talking about, but it's nice to hear. And so that's your little reminder. That's why it came up for you. All right, I'm going to pull a card for the group. And this is really a good one. I needed to hear this one. I didn't pull a card for myself. Usually I do that, but that's okay. I pulled a card for myself earlier today. So we got Forge, Don't Follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wished you had. This is another theme that has been coming up for me. And this is not just meant for me. This is meant for all 5 of you that are watching this with me. That's why I picked it. So we are meant to not live the life that everybody else is telling us or wants us to live. We are meant to go out and forge our own path, follow our own inner guidance, our own resonance, our own intuition on what feels best for us, and to go out and not be afraid to be yourself, speak your truth. We can do that in a positive, kind manner, but yet hold our boundaries. And just by going about and living our life, we can shift others around us in the world. So be that leader that goes out and follows your own path, because each of us is needed. Each of us are different. You know, they don't just need Daphne, or they don't just need Charlotte, or they don't just need Sherry. They need all of us. And different, we all touch different people. Some of us touch the same people, but that's fine. They need both of us. They need all of us. It's so important that we go out and we share this. And definitely pave that new path so that hopefully other people will want to go out and start living their truth, their highest resonance, their intuitive, their life that they want, that will make them feel the best. Hopefully we're letting go of a lot of that suffering from the past. We're learning, we're growing, we're moving through the emotions, we're feeling them, we're sending them love, and if they aren't serving us anymore, letting them go. Just let it go. And then they can integrate back into us, and then hopefully that issue will stop coming up for us and we won't get as reactive to it if it does in the future. All of a sudden you'll notice, wow, I think I got past that. But yes, we're meant to glow and share our light with the world. And we are the leaders. 6 of us. You and me, and whoever the other 5 that are still here watching. Oh, Nikki's here. Hey, Nikki, do you want a card? Okay. I think that yes means you want a card, right? You usually want a card. Just let me know you definitely want a card before we... Okay, she says yes. All right. She might have just been amening. Like, I wasn't sure she meant like, yes. Like, we're all leaders. Okay. Anyways, you got, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. I love this card. So there's a beautiful figure looking down. It almost looks like a little pool of water. And this card is reminding you that if you look inside yourself, you will remember the reason that you are here. It talks about your soul plan. So if we all really stop and think about it, maybe do a little journaling, we know why we're here. Sometimes we forget and we get off the path. It happens to us all. Or we're just not in the mood for it every once in a while, whatever the case may be. But this is reminding you to look into that, remember what it is. And it talks about the fated life versus the destined life. So during this time, none of us are fated to anything. We are really able to not control is a bad word. We are able to manifest. We are able to put out intentions and create our life. Creation's a better word. Create our life in the manner that you want. So this is reminding you that you're not stuck in anything. You don't have to go that way and stay in that direction. You can think about what you want, and if it's a different path than you're currently on, then start making steps to make a new path. And then, eventually you'll let go of this one, and there you are. You're on the path that you're meant for. And now the other thing about our paths is sometimes, we do go off this way, but then something happens and there's 2 choices and you get to decide, do I want to go to the right? Do I want to go to the left? Which path do I want to take? And that's fine too. Sometimes that's the direction that we are meant to, if you don't feel like you're on the right path, sometimes you can just go right or left and it will take you on a better path. So I hope that resonates with you and helps you, Nikki. And I so appreciate all of you guys for coming on here tonight. It's so exciting. If you missed the beginning, go back and listen because there definitely was some good stuff in the beginning that I shared. And even just listening to a lot of the readings do apply to many of us. And if you're watching it, some of them definitely will apply to you. You just have to feel what resonates with you. And yeah, I so appreciate you guys. Let's see. So I am doing a Reiki share on Sunday if we have any Reiki practitioners in here. And if you need an energy healing, an individual energy healing, and you're not a practitioner, let me know, because I probably would be able to do a session or two on either side, either before it or after it. And I think it's from 3 to 5 on Sunday, which I know is Easter, but we always do our Easter festivities early on. So towards the end of the day, I am free, and I know everybody needs some energy healing. So whether you want to come out and partake in that, feel free. If not, I have some, the next Sunday I'm going to be off. Danae is taking that Sunday and doing some healings. You can check it out on Meetup. She's an amazing healer as well. She has some really good mini sessions things coming up in there for that day. That's my birthday, April 24th, so I took that day off. But then coming back to May 1st, there's going to be some other things coming up. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but there's some really exciting creative energy awakening workshops coming up. We did this past Sunday, we did the soul stories, where you come and as a group, we basically go through and do a meditative journey where we are making a picture based on messages that are coming in. And yeah, it's hard to put into words, but it is amazing. And if you haven't tried it, you need to come try it. It's really fun. I think the other pictures that some of the other ladies did are posted on my wall, on my Facebook page, my regular Facebook page, not my business page. And actually it's on my business page too, Creative Energy Awakening. I will go ahead and put my website down below so you can find, and maybe Creative Energy Awakening. So you can go over and look at those if you want. We're going to be having some drumming. So I really like to bring up the creative sides in my Creative Energy Awakening workshop. So there'll be some drumming. And it's for beginners. Like, you don't have to be like some wonderful, it's for fun, it's for creativity, and it's just to like open up and to feel wonderful, basically. I'll be having a sound bath. There's another one that's based on dance and light language with your body. It's basically movements with your body that help heal you. But yeah, those are going to be coming up, I think, in May. So they're not on Meetup yet, but they're not on my website yet. I got to go update that, but they're coming. So be ready. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being on here with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. A happy Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, just a happy week. Happy until next Tuesday when I will be back here again. So come join me. Bye, guys.